Heathen. Thought of the day.
What you been thinking?
Yeah, this one's actually been a long time coming, to be fair, even though I didn't know we were going to be doing this series of Thought of the Day. So for me, it's that,
Do you like my element and supplies?
Jonathan, you really need to work on your confidence levels.
Noted. My thought was recently, just doing what the hell I'm doing throughout the day. It's always heathen, no matter what I'm doing. I'm trying to think to myself, what word would I use to describe it? And recently the word depraved has been coming into it. But then I started to think about it, and the depravity doesn't really come in until the second
I was going to say,
part.
I don't know if depraved is the one word I'd choose for the first one either.
But can you imagine now that is the word that keeps coming to my head, where we're moving to with part 2, when we go 100 years into the future and back in time. Different worlds.
Exciting.
Unseen dimensions.
Well, you kind of have to think of the word for the first one at this point, though, don't you? Because was that your thought?
That's the thing. I was trying to think of an overall word for the whole thing, and recently it's been depraved. But depravity is it's more of a new development in the movie in terms of overarching time.
I feel like the first film is that kind of film that makes you kind of squirm a bit. It's, but I don't know what the word for that would be.
There is still some ultra violence in number 1.
Makes you squirm for various reasons, but it's got that thing where you can't quite sit still in your seat. You're going to be like, ugh.
Yeah, and I don't want this thing to look clean either.
No, I love the look of like the 80s and 70s cameras and the way that it all comes out. It works clean in a couple of things. Scream is one of my top 3 favourite films ever.
Beautiful anamorphic. That.
And again, Scream manages to make the sunshine work in a horror movie too, which is quite unusual, but it's in a class of its own.
Yeah, it's like an American Pie vibe, but with horror.
And going back to my thought, clearly that statement was meant to be, if you've seen any of our stuff, John's ego could just about fit through the doors, but I actually am very grateful for it, because as someone who is going to helm this huge artistic project, surely that's the only way to go. You can't be going around questioning everything. You have to know that what you've got is great.
Well, again, if anyone's a previous viewer, you might have seen that I'm probably going to be wearing a cape on set, so you can't be the director of Scream 5 and going on a cape. It's just not going to work. And on that note, I did put out, if anyone wants to fashion a black and golden cape for me, a heathen cape, you feel free.
Yeah, feel free.